and welcome to another episode of Places for the Past from a place called Arngask. Don't know what the wee building is, but it's still interesting. This is a really interesting place and not one that is even remotely popular. Not one that lots and lots of people visit because there's not even any sort of worn paths through the grass from oh wow, what's that? Is that somebody's memorial, do you think? It is the grandest one in this graveyard by quite a long way. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see if there's anything written on it. It's been covered in cement at some point around the bottom there. That's all stone and that's cement, and there's let's see, is there anything on it? Words, give us words. No, there's nothing. There's nothing written on it. No idea who had that put up. So if they wanted to be remembered, they are out of luck. Here's a wee genealogist's dream. This was erected by James Lilburn of, US America, in memory of his father Robert Lilburn, who died at Dungreevy in 1855, aged 80, and his mother, who died in 1841, and their daughter, blah blah blah, all the way down to him himself, who died at Wisconsin, USA in 1879. Nice old Celtic cross with nothing written on it, and behind that, against the very back corner wall, there is William Constable Hunter, WS, no idea, solicitor probably, and JP, Justice of the Peace, who died at Arngask in 1941, that's quite new, and Catherine Hunter, who died 1953, that must be. Was that an 1801 or a 1901? Oh, 1901, died 1983. That's quite new. They must be quite important to be able to be buried in this place after it is, I suppose, officially closed down. And over here we've got Patrick Constable Hunter of Arngask, who died 1969, and his wife Alexandra A.M. de Plumpton Beck. De Plumpton Beck. And we're in this corner doing battle with the tree. That is William Diaz, Diaz, I think, JP, Justice of the Peace, who died 1918. And I came over here because I saw this. This is, I don't know what it is. I'll tell you exactly what that is now that I can see it properly. That is the base of a tombstone that would be sitting on the ground. The tombstone would be in there, I guess. Really nice old church there that is very, very ruined and also fenced off, but if you have a look through the window there, there's nothing inside it to see anyway, even if it wasn't fenced off. Right, let's go up here where there are, guess what, lots more gravestones. Oh, this one looks like it would be so cool if it wasn't covered in moss. It's got there's a face there you can just about see, but down here looks like there's lots and lots of wings. Those look like feathers. That could be, not sure. It's all under the moss, but that is really pretty. And next to it, it is in memory of somebody who died Peter Anderson, who died in 1901. Here are the constables who believed in getting value for money for their tombstone, because they've got all that stuff at the top, which is very nice, very intricate. It's erected by James Constable in memory of his father, Peter Constable, who died at Brins in 1885, aged 80, and of his mother, who died blah blah blah. But you go all the way down here and you get to the very bottom of the stone, and they keep going onto the plinth, and we're up to where are we up to? 1949. And because that wasn't enough space, they've also got on the back Helen, who died in 1987. They do like these sort of strange faces. They're not skulls and they're not really very detailed, but this is let's see what date this is. Here lies the dust. I've not seen that before. There's a new thing. Here lies the dust of John Glass, Newton of Mason's mistake, Balconha. Couldn't fit it all in. Who died 1808. Alright, so we're almost back into the 1700s again. And here we have Robert Leach, who is a merchant. That's the first one I've seen in this graveyard with his occupation written on it, apart from obviously the Reverend and the JP. I suppose those count as occupations, don't they? I do like this place. I wonder if any of the family members of these people ever come and say hello to their ancestors. Here's somebody who had a bit of money, because this is, again, you've got the fruit and the plants and a nice obelisky thing going on up there, and it is, you can tell that it's somebody important. A, because it's that, and B, it is the Reverend Alexander Burt, for 48 years minister of the parish of Arngask, who died in 1867. And his wife is a Euphemia. Yeah, any day where you find a Euphemia is a good day. And Alexander and his son and Jane and James. Anything else? Anything else? Any more? For any more? I don't think so. Oh, there is. There's and also of their children, and lots of children. We guess. Right, let's keep going up this way and see what we can see. We found the war graves, so it's kind of yeah, that's that's what I usually look for. That's how I know I've had a good look around a graveyard, when I find the war graves. Erected by John Allen and his wife Christina Brown to memory of their son Peter Brown from 1906 when he was 13, and that is that's the same thing. That's the same person on a Peter Brown 1906. Yeah. So he's got his headstone there and that rather nice heart. Unfortunately the leading's coming off it, but still, yeah, nice wee stone heart. And I think that is about, oops, I'm falling down holes left, right and centre here. I think that is about that. Let's have a look in this corner. That is, what date, come on. 1892, right, so we're getting comparatively more modern. Let's go up this way and back towards the gate and then out. So this is Catherine Miller, wife of Colin Broch, 1907, and their sons David, MM, military medal, another decorated soldier, who was a fitter gunner, RGA. Now here's one for you. RGA is the Royal Garrison Artillery. So that's it. There was the Field Artillery and the Garrison Artillery, and he was in the Royal Garrison Artillery. And he died of wounds at Rouen in France, 8th of October 1918. So October 1918, not far before the end of it. He made it that far, and then, yeah, aged 26. And then Alexander and Colin and his blah blah blah, other members of the family down there. And in a wee bit that was once fenced off, we've got, erected by Thomas Hare to the memory of his wife Mary, who died at Hilton, July 1886, aged 61, and also Thomas Hare, who died at Hilton, 28th of May 1896. So yeah, you know what they say, here today, gone tomorrow. Ba-boom. I'm not being disrespectful, I think they would have found that hilarious. So there you go. I do hope you have enjoyed this wee spin round Arngask Old Cemetery. There's also a new cemetery, which is where I've parked. I'm going to walk down there now and see if there's anything in there to see. It's also got, believe it or not, war graves. And just for the sake of completeness, this is the new cemetery, I'm guessing, that replaced the one we were just at, up on top of that hill over there. So let's go and see. It's got a sign that says war graves, so let's see the war graves. I'm guessing Second World War. It is quite a nice wee place, but I'm not seeing anything that looks like... yes I am. I can actually see two. Can you see two? I can see two. Now, I don't know when this graveyard was actually opened. It all looks, you know, comparatively recent. I mean, no, up the top of the hill in that old one, they were still using it in the 1940s. This person was buried in 1928, so either this graveyard is older than it looks, or they've been moved down here from up there. And as we kind of guessed, Second World War, leading aircraftsman J.C. Cowan, Royal Air Force, who died in 1942, per ardua ad astra. That is the motto of the Royal Air Force. And I am guessing this is another war grave. If not, I'm wasting everybody's time, including my own. Let's go past the one that's fallen over. And, oh wow, yes, but it's much older. This is Lance Corporal F. Lang, MM, military medal. Again, that's 3 military medal people we've seen in this one video. The Royal West Kent Regiment, who died in November 1920. So that's basically 2 years after the war. It's a really, really nice setting down here. We're not going to spend too long in this one. It is all a bit modern, but it's still, yeah, it's still nice. There are a few stones here from the 1920s, 1930s. That one there is 1940. So yeah, ignore my stupid comment about that other stone being moved down here. I think this graveyard is actually older than I at first thought. This is quite an interesting stone. That is like an oldie warship type thing, and a crown and some sails, because this guy is, here repose in God, James Lawrence Boyd, Commander in His Majesty's Royal Navy, who died in 1930, so a mariner of the Great War then. Against the back wall it is, 1918, in memory of James Cochrane, who died at Gulmore, Glenfarg, 25th November 1918. So yeah, there are older bits here, just ignore what I said earlier, I was gibbering. And there's also remnants of a gate there, so there must have been something over the other side of it. Probably nothing today, obviously, but at one point there's been a way in there.